The Male Brain by Louann Brizendine, MD. Audiobook summary and review by StoryShots. The greatest threat to a man isn't physical danger, it's losing status. Introduction. Most relationship advice treats men and women as if they run on the same operating system with different preferences. They don't. That is the thesis of The Male Brain, a breakthrough understanding of how men and boys think, by Louann Brizendine, MD. Male brains develop under a testosterone flood that rewires neural circuits for competition, visual processing, and threat assessment. Understanding this isn't about excusing behavior. It's about working with biology instead of against it. The testosterone takeover rewires everything. Before a boy is born, his brain gets hit with a testosterone surge 20 times higher than a girl's. This physically restructures how neurons connect. The areas that process emotion and communication shrink. The regions that handle spatial reasoning, physical action, and sex drive expand dramatically. When your toddler son ignores instructions while stacking blocks, his brain is genuinely prioritizing spatial problem-solving over verbal input at a hardware level. Men often need more time to identify what they're feeling because the emotional processing center is smaller and slower to activate. The male brain is a lean, mean problem-solving machine built for action and sexual pursuit. But knowing this means nothing if you misunderstand what his brain actually prioritizes in conversation. Men listen with their solutions, not their empathy. When a woman talks about a problem, her brain processes emotions and seeks connection. When a man hears a problem, his brain scans for solutions. His neural wiring treats problem sharing as a request for action. In brain scans, when men hear someone in distress, their mirror neuron system activates more slowly and focuses on planning a response rather than emotional resonance. When you share frustration and he jumps to fixing it, he's not ignoring your feelings. He's trying to stop your pain the only way his brain knows how. Men bond by doing, not by talking. Shared activity is their language of connection. Trust changes how people feel, but fear changes everything men do. The fear response you never see. The male brain has a larger amygdala, the structure that processes fear and aggression. But testosterone simultaneously suppresses the stress hormone, cortisol. Men experience fear just as intensely as women, but they're biologically wired to mask it and push through. When a man shuts down during conflict, his stress response is flooding his system, while his biology forces him to maintain composure. The male brain processes threat differently than emotional hurt. Criticism activates the same neural pathways as physical danger. Feedback that seems minor to you can trigger defensive aggression in him. His brain treats your words as a status threat, which in evolutionary terms meant survival risk. The male fear response operates on a hair trigger you never see, because showing it would activate even more stress. The greatest threat to a man is not physical danger, it's the loss of status in front of others. If this changed how you think about the men in your life, someone else probably needs to hear it too. Final summary. This summary threads together testosterone's structural rewiring, solution-focused listening, and hidden fear responses into a single argument. Male behavior isn't a choice. It's biology executing its programming. But Brizendine goes deeper. The male brain's mating circuitry shifts dramatically after fatherhood during the daddy brain phase. Male menopause arrives when testosterone finally drops. Mirror neurons shape how boys learn masculinity from their fathers, with specific implications for single mothers raising sons. We're putting together the full summary of The Male Brain by Louann Brizendine right now, with a visual infographic and animated video showing the neural structures that drive male behavior. Follow the book in the StoryShots app to get it the moment it's ready.